All right. You may be seated. Could the prosecution please introduce themselves to the jury? Could the defense please introduce themselves to the jury and their client?
I am Isaac Andrade III.
Oh, I'm Nico Leza.
I'm George Lopez.
Right on point. This is General Macarthur.
You may be seated. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Defense ready to proceed? Yes, sir. We'll begin with opening statements. Statement proceed.
Good morning, people of the jury. We're here today to discuss the trial of General Macarthur. General Macarthur is guilty of the murder of Arthur Richmond. After discovering the affair between his wife and Richmond, Macarthur sent Richmond on a reconnaissance mission, which resulted in his death. Based on this evidence, we believe that Macarthur sent Richmond on this mission knowing it would end in his death as revenge for the hurt and pain the affair caused him. Therefore, we have reason to believe that this was an act of murder.
The opening statement.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, General Macarthur was good friends with Arthur Richmond. He didn't want Arthur to go off and die or happen in war. When he goes into war, has the chance of death. General Macarthur was not looking for murder, or he would have pulled the trigger.
Then we call his first witness.
Could we call General Macarthur to the stand?
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and not but the truth, so help me God. Please state your name for the card. You may be seated.
Sir, as a defendant in a criminal case, you cannot be forced to make testimony against yourself. If you have to testify, you will be waiving that right. So you wish to testify. Ask your question.
Did you send Arthur Richmond on the mission that resulted in his death?
Yes, I did.
What was your relationship with Richmond prior to discovering of the affair between him and your wife?
He was one of my friends, and nothing was going on with my wife and me.
How did you find out about the affair between your wife and Richmond? Did you feel hurt or angry when the affair was revealed to you?
Yeah.
Did you know about the affair between Richmond and your wife before deciding to send Richmond on this mission?
Yeah.
Were you aware of the possibility that Richmond would be killed during this mission?
Yeah.
What was your reasoning for choosing Richmond?
He was one of the most qualified men.
What were the specific qualifications one would need for this mission that influenced your decision to send Richmond?
Cross-examination.
General Macarthur, did you serve in the Army for a reasonable amount of time?
Yes, I did.
Where were you serving when you were serving with Mr. Richmond?
I was serving in France.
Did you and Arthur ever have any problems with one another before the affair?
No.
Were you and Mr. Richmond good friends?
Yes, we were.
So, is it true that you sent out Mr. Richmond on January 4th, 1917?
Yes, I did.
Why did you send out Mr. Richmond instead of another soldier?
He was the most qualified for it.
Can you redirect? Russian, call the next witness.
I'd like to call Agatha.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yep.
Did you have any suspicions about the decision to send Richmond to dismiss him?
Yeah.